Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, and welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore. I'm the Executive Director of the National Street Food Vendors Association, and we are dedicated to education, advocacy, and helping you run a better food truck. Today, I'm going to be talking about the $14.95 event list lie. If you haven't seen that, thank goodness. So just let me say something out loud that a lot of folks are thinking, but very few want to say because they don't want to sound negative. A one-time $14.95 subscription, lifetime subscription to an event finder app with thousands of events is not a tool. It's a feel-good purchase to make you feel like you're making progress. Hey, I got all of these events I can go to now. Really? Let's talk about it specifically. It's kind of like what many of you are saying right now as we get ready to head into the new year. You're saying, I'm buying that gym membership. I will go every day, go every other day. I'm going to do my leg and my presses, and I'm going to do everything to get back in shape because you bought a gym membership. The gym's going to be crowded the first couple of weeks in January, but you know what? Come February, it's going to be back down to just a handful of dudes in there working out. Happens every single year. Same with this event app. Let me download this and now I will be a millionaire. If you've been in this industry longer than 10 minutes, you already know what's going to happen. A list isn't a booking system. Here's the first problem. These programs are basically selling you a list and acting like it's a solution to whatever ails your business. A list is not a booking system. A list does not get you contact info, does not tell you vendor fees, does not tell you attendance that is a legitimate attendance number. It doesn't tell you whether the promoter themselves is legit. Just a list. They don't tell you if the event organizer actually pays. If it's a revenue share event, do they pay on time? What does that payout look like? And whether you're going to be parked behind the porta potty or next to the tractor pull event. Are you going to be way out in the field somewhere that people have to walk to get to you? A list is what you get when you Google events near me. So what you need is an operating food truck that is getting qualified leads, not names, not a list. You don't need 6,400 possible event locations. There's an app out there right now going to charge you $14.95. Part of its selling point is we have 6,400 leads. What you need as a food truck owner, as a lemonade vendor, as a hot dog cart, is you need 10 winners that you can count on. 10 winning events. Once those 10 are done, you need 10 more. What interests me about this $14.95 subscription is you still have to Google it. So they give you a name, probably give you a location, but then you have to Google the event to get the contact info, to get the pricing, to get the details that should already be included in this app you already paid money for. So where are they scraping 6,400 leads from? If the system shows you an event and then you still have to Google the event, find the organizer, hunt down the contact info, figure out if they even take food vendors or if they're already closed for the season, and then guess at their attendance numbers, what did you actually buy? You bought a rabbit hole. Rabbit holes feel productive. Think about the last time you were on Facebook. I'm just going to check our comments real quick, and then 2 hours later you realize that, I've wasted a whole bunch of time. It's not productive. Right up until it's Friday night and you're still not booked. That's what a rabbit hole does. Waste your time. Now let's talk about the part that should make every single operator's eyebrows go up like Mr. Spock in Star Trek, the price tag. Do you have any clue what it takes to keep event information updated? Events change all the time. If you've done more than a handful of events, you've probably had dates change. You've probably maybe even had a location change. Events change all the time. They change the dates, the rules, the fees, the vendor limits. March 1st, there could be 10 spots left. March 2nd, there could be 0. And you will have wasted your time if it's March 3rd when you discover that particular event. They update contact people, they update website, they update application links, payment portals, sponsorship requirements, insurance requirements, and they may have issues with the local health department they need to make you aware of. You may have to be inspected on site. Would you like to know that ahead of time? Or just show up there and go, oh, they're an inspector. Sometimes these things change weekly. And there are events that I know of that have changed daily. Somebody miskeyed something. So the one day you go to it, oh, there it is. There's the information. Well, what email doesn't work? Must be a scam. So here's the question. How does somebody sell a nationwide, constantly changing event database for $14.95 and keep it fresh? They don't. There's no business model there. It's like telling someone that you'll cater a wedding for $50 and you'll include filet mignon and that you'll update the menu annually. Come on. At best, it's a snapshot in time. At worst, it's a rotating promise. Don't worry, we'll update it sometime this year. Let's talk about the phrase that should really make you pause. And I just mentioned it, annual updates. Annual updates to an event list is like annual updates to gasoline prices. It's like annual updates to the weather. Oh, it's going to be sunny. But you know good and well that the majority of the year in some areas is not sunny. But if you only get that update once a year, you're quite mistaken on what the weather's going to be like. An annual update is like which restaurant is still open, which chain is going under today, because whatever's going under today, there'll be a whole bunch more go under in the coming months that you will have no clue about because it's only updated annually. It's not realistic. That's one of the reasons why it's so cheap. They don't want to put the time into it to make it a worthwhile project. Because what happens is this. You buy the thing, you try it, you realize that half the info is stale. If you complain, they say, hey, updates are coming. We told you annually. We're going to hide behind what we told you. No refund for you, doofus. I'm not saying anybody's evil. I'm saying that there is no business plan to that model other than they get a whole bunch of money for information they scraped off the internet. Most likely had AI help them create it. And now they package it as a website and go, here you go, $14.95. You were sold a dream, but you got to do the work. The tool can't deliver what the marketing implied. And then the fix, if you complain, well, this information's old. Well, we told you we update annually. So the only time the information is useful is the day after they've updated it annually. The other 364 days, you have stale information. They're forcing you to go look it up yourself. Google it. It even says that in their ad copy. And they want you to have Google My Business because they're afraid of you sharing logins. Oh my God. I run a national nonprofit. I don't care if people share logins. I would hope to think they're honest and buy one for every person that needs that information. But I'm not going to say, you got to log in with Google Your Business so I can make sure that you aren't cheating. Give me a break. How about a reality check? Operating food trucks do not need hype, especially from people within the industry. Can't stand that. Food truck builders hype the crap out of stuff. There's a very well-known food truck builder that puts out garbage to help teach you how to run a food truck. I read through it and go, oh my God, why is this stuff being published? Because AI's doing it. And the people that are tasking AI with creating it don't know the difference in hype or in hallucination. And yes, AI still hallucinates. Operating food trucks need three things. They need decision data. Is it worth it? What's the fee? What's the crowd? What's the risk to me? They need contact information and outreach built in. They don't need to Google it because now you just wasted my time because I could have Googled it to begin with. Google's still free. They need proof and they need reputation. What did the promoter pay? Would other vendors do it again? You can find that out on a Facebook group. Hey, has anybody done XYZ event? Would you do it again? There's one going around right now. It's in a lot of different Facebook groups about the Foodies Fest. That particular event has a whole bunch of baggage. And if you read through the comments, most of them are negative. Don't do it. Won't do it. Very, very few people are positive about that particular organization. That should tell you something. But if you were to pull it up on Google, it's all awesome. If you've ever been burned by an event, you know what it cost you. It cost you product, labor, fuel, the weekend, most likely your morale too, and then your ability to book something that would have been better that same day because you followed a $14.95 app that said, hey.
Disney Plus wants to know, are you ready?
Yes!
For Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts, The New Avengers, now streaming on Disney Plus.
Let's do this.
One of the best Marvel movies of all time is now streaming on Disney Plus.
Hey, you weren't listening to me.
I said Thunderbolts, The New Avengers is now streaming on Disney Plus.
Meet the New Avengers.
That's cool name.
Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts, The New Avengers, rated PG-13, now streaming on, you guessed it, Disney Plus.
Here's someplace you can go to sell food. A bad event is not just low sales. It's a theft of your opportunity. Now, let me be careful here again. I don't want to make anybody mad. Well, I really don't care. I'm not calling any one company a scam. I'm not calling this $14.95 a scam. I'm calling out the pattern that other scammers use to help liberate your money, your hard-earned money, from your wallet into their bank account. They sell you something that's inexpensive, hoping that you're not going to complain when it doesn't live up to the expectation and hype. They want to sell you something that feels like it's got huge value. 6,400 events. Oh my God, I didn't even know there's that many. I can guarantee you a whole bunch of those are little teeny tiny. Most likely one-off events that may only have one or two food trucks anyway. Then they hook you on promises. Updates coming soon. New features next month. Big upgrade coming soon. AI improvements. More events added. Blah, blah, blah. The reason that patterns work is simple. A low price makes you feel like you can't complain. Hey, it's only $15. Who cares? The issue is an operating food truck cannot accept low standards. Not in booking, not in partners, not even in event organizers, and definitely not in tools that you pay money for, because those tools end up becoming a time suck for you. It's not efficient to get on that app, get a name, and then have to go Google it. Here's what to look for instead of. What should you do? If you're going to use an event tool, whether it's this $14.95 thing or something is more expensive, it should contain verified contact information or a clear sourcing process that's linked within the app. It shouldn't say Google it. You can do that without the app. It should have vendor fees and the rules. It should have some type of scoring system to help you weed out the risk. It should have a booking pipeline. And a booking pipeline is, here's a lead, here's somebody to contact, here's how you get booked. And hopefully you can do it all on the same day if you're committed to that particular event. It should have a calendar. The calendar should have follow-up reminders that, hey, you're already booked on this Saturday. You might want to start shopping. And it should be updated frequently. We have a website for the National Street Food Vendors Association. It is literally updated every single day. Things break. We add in a feature and it breaks another feature. So there's constant updates. Now, most of them are behind the scenes. No one ever sees it, but it's still an update. Something that's only being looked at annually is scary. Events are not something that could be updated annually. Events are moving. They're living targets. And if you don't have the most up-to-date information, you're really wasting your time. So let me land this 10-minute food truck training podcast plane. It's a simple line. If a tool is cheap enough that it can't be maintained, then you're really not buying the tool. You're buying a feeling. Feelings don't book gigs. Systems book gigs. So if you don't learn anything else today, take your next 3 events that you're interested in and run this basic filter. What is the fee? Who is the organizer? What's the expected crowd? And can they prove it? What's the power situation? What's the history of this event? And the most important one for you, what's my minimum sales target based on the expense load this event creates? And can I reasonably assume I will hit that target? If you can't answer those questions or get a definitive answer, you don't have an event lead, you got to hope. Hopes don't win your business. Thank you guys so much for listening today. If you loved what you heard, please do 2 things for me. Number 1 is subscribe to the podcast. Number 2 is join our association. Go to nsfva.org and join. We have more value that's being updated every single week than a $14.95 annual subscription. We have 48 classes coming up in the next year. 48 classes. We have 100 group coaching sessions scheduled. That is live stuff being done on our website. Invest in yourself.